Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I will be welcoming back my good friend Marie Laurin, star of the 1985 cult classic Creature. I'm having her back on the show today. She has a new movie out called The Uncanny that I want to talk to her about. There was a horror movie in the late 70s in Canada called The Uncanny, but I don't know if it's a remake or not. Um, IMDb is very vague about it, and I'm going to find out through her today and talk about that movie and stuff. And Marie is very sweet, a lot of fun, and I can't wait. We got together back in April when I was in LA and had bagels, and she was really great company to talk to. So yeah, here is my new interview with Marie Laurin. Hey Marie.
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. My voice is a little rough this morning because I've been doing looping for the film, and I'm supposed to be singing it and really, really, really fast singing and screaming on top of my lungs. So that's huskiness right now, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we been going through some hard times, but we're getting through it.
Oh, so I settled up that on Facebook. I'm sorry to hear that because you were planning to move to Los Angeles, right?
Well, yeah, that was supposed to happen back in July, but in May, I had the worst week that week. First, the person I was going to stay with, she got in trouble with the law, and that canceled it. Then the next day, I was going to be shooting my own independent horror movie creature features type show pilot with some friends, and the guy I chose to be my producer pretty much fucked me over and didn't show up. And good thing that oh yeah, canceled on me.
That's
and
so typical.
Did some cruel stuff.
So typical.
Yeah, did some cruel stuff to me. And then the next day, Mom gets hurt at work.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear all that. Oh wow. It's like it comes in threes like they say, huh?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like when it starts like a domino effect.
Yes, it's a domino effect.
Oh.
And then there's stuff that I can't bring up on the air right now, but we're getting through it though.
You can send me private message anytime.
Of course.
Van, I'm here.
Of course, but yeah, we're getting through it though. I mean, it could be 10 times worse than it is.
Well, the thing about when things get you're really down at the bottom, and I've been down at the bottom many times in my life, you can always think, well, once it's down, you can only go up. I mean, you can stay there or go up. It can't get any worse than that, hopefully. So things will improve, for you again.
Mm-hmm. It will. But so I was curious about this new movie that you have coming out, The Uncanny. Is it a remake of the 1977 Canadian horror film?
No, it has nothing. The only thing it has in common with it is some Kovac like me. That's the only thing we have in common. But otherwise, no, it has nothing in common at all.
Yeah, because I know that there was one called The Uncanny, and IMDb, I thought they were being vague about it being a possible remake or something,
Oh, no. The one in Canada was shot, actually, the director was the whole French-Canadian. Director was well known in the 60s. He became famous as a director to do softcore movies, which was, in Quebec back in the days, it was a big scandal because Quebec used to be extremely Catholic, so it was like a big thing. And then he moved on to do, mainstream movies. And I think The Uncanny was the last feature he directed, and then moved on to producing. And that has to do with, the style is very 60s Italian horror movies and it has to do with cats. Ours has nothing to do with that. Ours has to do with, well, first of all, I wrote the script with my daughter, and a lot of it is pulled from my own life experience working in the mental health field for like 17 years.
Right.
So I played the part of the art therapist. So a lot of it pulled from my therapy sessions with the kids I worked with. And my daughter, I was the executive producer on it, and my daughter directed it. So it's a SAG union movie, and we shot it in 15 days.
Nice.
With, 36 actors, 22 crew members, all in my home. So it was like total mayhem.
Yeah, I remember when we met up back in April, you had mentioned that you had shot something in your home recently.
Yeah, that was it. I'm still picking up stuff and props and it's so weird. There's one scene, the only bloody scene in the film we have is in my bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, we use a lot of that corn syrup coloring, professional blood things they sell. Well, we shot a year ago, and this week when I turn on the doorknob in back of the door, blood starts dripping from the doorknob.
Oh.
Crazy. I took a picture and posted on Facebook. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
We've seen everything, but the blood is everywhere and inside the hardware for the doorknob, and now suddenly, boom. I turned on the heat in the house because it's been getting cold. Maybe the heat melted the sugary stuff, and this beautiful red streak of blood is coming out of my doorknob.
That reminds me of somebody I know who put peanut butter in a blender, and next thing you know, it was all over the kitchen. And after they cleaned it up, they found peanut butter in random places.
Oh, I'm sure. And that blood, we had blood everywhere, and we have glitter. We use glitter in the film because the film has a lot of element of fairy tales in it, and so our makeup artist has quite a bit of glitter, and she spilled a whole huge jar of glitter. So we have even, if you see the film, now, I shouldn't say that, but look for the glitter where it's not supposed to be. But, you got to roll with the punches. It's a very low-budget movie, and I'm blessed that I work with just terrific crew and cast. And, we finished on time. Nobody ended up in the hospital. We didn't have to fill up insurance claims, so no drama, no big drama.
That's good.
So now we're in post-production. We're almost ready to do a picture lock. And then we're moving on with Technicolor is doing the colorization. I got a great composer and Mayer, and then a sound editor. So it's all good.
Did you do crowdfunding for this movie?
No, I did not. And I should have. I did not. It's funny, the thing about me, I still could do it technically. Now the film is almost done, so I would think it's easier to get money because we have a movie. I just felt bad asking people for money to make a movie when there are people who really, really need money, or they're sick with cancer, or they lost everything in the fire, they need money. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. What do you think? This thing is tacky. Everybody does it, but like...
I think that crowdfunding is necessary if you really don't have the skills to ask somebody for money, to go to an investor or something. Because I've seen some very successful horror movies the last few years come out of crowdfunding, including this one that's being made right now called 13 Fanboy, which is a slasher movie that kind of pokes fun and pays homage to the Friday the 13th fans.
Okay.
Yeah, I contributed to that movie too.
I just tried to do it. My situation, I used my own money, and I'm very aware of the risk of losing everything, And I was just very, it's just that this was, like I said, it was a micro budget, and a very dear aunt of mine passed away, and she had no children. And she left me just enough to either get a really nice car or do a movie. And she always wanted me to go back to acting. I was an actress, as you know, feature and all that back in the days. And I got out of it. And every time I was visiting in Canada, she said, Marie, go back to acting. So I thought it would be kind of cool to do that. I know she's wherever she is. She's up there watching me. She's really thrilled. I took her money and made a movie with it. So get to chase your dreams, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I we had to cut a tremendous amount of corners, but it's things happen in unpredictable expenses, and then the thing is that we had kids in the film. And I think kids in the film hiked up the price because you have to have teachers in the set.
Mm-hmm.
And, things like that. But, they say in Hollywood don't work with kids and they work with animals. Well, we did all that. We work with kids. The youngest was 4 years old. We work with dogs and praying mantis in the film. So we did everything we were supposed to be doing. We also have costume because the story goes all the way back to 1918. So we have period pieces, small slices of back in the days in the film. So we're all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And is your daughter the director?
Yep, she directed it. She played a small part in it. We used her in the film because the strong resemblance she has with me, and it helps with the narrative. And but it was the first time she was an actress before. First time she directed it. It was quite a challenge.
Yeah, I was looking at her.
She pulled it off.
Yeah, I was looking at her IMDb. When she was a year old, she was in Steel Magnolias.
That is right, and we kept it a secret for the longest time. The director, Herbert Ross, had no idea, and she was supposed to be working for one day only, and he thought, I was told by the casting director to lie to pretend she was a boy for the audition. She was barely a year old. And 3 months later, we found out that she had booked a job and we're flying to Natchitoches, Louisiana for one day. We shot the scene. There's a scene where Julia Roberts has my daughter on her arms, and she goes into a coma in the hair salon with Dolly Parton. And the next day, the chauffeur picked us up and said, the director wants to meet with you before you go on the plane. And we get to the studio, and Herbert Ross said, do you have any plans for the next 6 weeks? I said, no. He said, we want your son to be here for the entire film. I cast a 4-year-old child to play the rest of the part, but they liked Clara better. So there we go. I had to pretend she was a boy for 6 weeks, and it was really hard. Because I kept saying she instead of he, and then the first I had to go to Sally Field and Julia Roberts and say, look, I got something to tell you. Do not change his diapers on camera. You're going to have a surprise.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was like, yeah, imagine someone else changing her diapers and going, that's not a boy.
Oh, my God. Right. So I told them, we all decided to keep it a secret because Herbert Ross was a brilliant director, but he had quite a temper.
Yeah.
So the first day on the set, they gave Clara boys, toys, trucks, and little cars and stuff. And the next day, they start sneaking dolls on the set for Clara. It was really cute. But we did it. I don't even think he never found out that she was he was a she, actually. Yeah, it was a really cool little story.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's very cute, yeah. And she was a year and 2 months by the time she shot the film, and she did, that scene where Sally Field, they had to use me to get her to react. So the scene where the father walks in, and the spaghetti sauce is boiling on the stove, and you hear Clara screaming, and Joe Roberts is laying on the floor in a coma. They had me lay on the floor next to Julia. And the actor playing her dad is Dylan McDermott, I believe.
Yeah.
Holding her, and he says, "Where's Mommy?" And she's pointing at me because there is Mommy. So, yeah, we had to do a bunch of little tricks to do that.
Yeah, I really want to see this movie now and stuff, but only because, it's your work. I've been very critical of today's horror. I've only seen like a handful of horror movies the last few years that meet my stamp of approval.
Okay.
4 weeks ago, I was in LA and I got to see Barbara Crampton's new movie Reborn, and I actually liked that one. It was one of her best performances, and it reminded me of those cheesy made-for-video horror movies that came out in the early 90s.
Sure. Well, I hope we don't disappoint you with our film. Mine is not, I'm just warning you, it's not a traditional horror movie. It is like maybe one jump scare, and there's not a lot of gore. What it is it's a slow burn. Mm-hmm. It's a actual thriller where things may seem confusing at first, but it all comes to an end. And it's a psychological thing. It's a descent into severe depression leading to psychosis in my character. And the whole film is a study on mental and depression, because of the perspective I came from and my work.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's more like, have you ever seen Polanski, Repulsion with Catherine Deneuve? Have you ever seen that?
I've heard of it. Yeah, it's a landmark film. I haven't seen it, though.
Okay. It's more that genre, maybe a little bit more like that. You show my character Zuzu just going, because there's a lot of comedy at first, and then it gets darker and darker and darker. And then there's this sort of a fairy tale ending. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint what kind of movie it is really, because we have different elements to it. But we wanted to do something a little bit different. And then the photography is beautiful. We have a great VP, Bianca Rudy and Buddy, and she did a fabulous job. Most of the time it's handheld camera we used.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like that.
It gives a look to the film, sort of like a peeping Tom.
Oh yeah.
Aspect to it, which we wanted, because of I cannot reveal. See, that's the thing. I cannot reveal too much, right? Because there's a twist at the end, so I cannot tell you too much what it's about. But the goal now is to, we will be done before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We would love to invite you to the school, have a screening for cast and crew and friends.
Aww.
A private screening. We would love to, if you happen to be in LA or want to come to LA, it'll be in January. I'll give you plenty of time if you want to come. But our goal is, of course, like everybody else, to try to get in film festivals, which is very difficult because it's fierce, and then hopefully to sell the film somewhere so it can be seen on demand.
I'm sure you'll get into festivals just by people my age who work them, who recognize you from Creature.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. We have a great cast. And you know what I did, Tommy? I mixed people who are very who work a lot as actors with. For example, I have two. I don't know which. Do you know who James Paxton is?
James Paxton. I've heard the name.
He works quite a bit, and Tony Torres. They have regular and recurring parts on TV series, and I mixed that with actors who I have actors in film who were not actors, who never acted before, not even in high school, and I did that on purpose. So it gives you more of a sense of realism almost. Mm-hmm. The key is that when my daughter and I started writing the script 4 years ago, we cast it. We started casting it then with friends and people we knew. And so when we wrote, since we never wrote before, we kind of went the lazy way. We cast it and then started writing those lines, thinking of those people we know. Mm-hmm. The dialogue came to us very easily because we could hear their voices talk to us. So it was actually quite cool. Our non-actors raised the challenge and did a fabulous job playing opposite, professionals.
Mm-hmm. So you knew a lot of them before then?
Yeah, I knew everybody, but we had no rehearsals. Because the SAG, with SAG, you have to pay your actors to rehearse, and we didn't have the budget.
Yeah.
And because we have almost a 1-page script to shoot. It was mostly 1 and 2 takes. That was it. So people have to be able to nail it right away. There was no room for mistakes. And I can say that not once we had to do another take because actors couldn't deliver what they were supposed to be doing. We were extremely lucky with our cast, and the crew was on it also. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I think it's going to be a good movie, the way you describe it.
Well, the challenge is made up, I think. Our first class was 3 hours long. It's like, what? So we had to cut, and now it's down to 1 hour and 45. 1 hour, about 105 minutes long. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you have anything else you're working on?
I am. My next thing is not a horror at all, but you will like that. I'm developing a series that I want to pitch based on my experience working in treatment facilities and all the abuse going on, all the bullshit, the abuse going on. So I know we talked about that previously. So that's that's next on the plate. We will have to sell it as a TV series.
Mm-hmm. So you're trying to do a TV series?
Yeah, because God knows there's a lot of drama and things happening in those facilities for youth, those group homes, and there's also a tremendous amount of humor because they're survivors, and I have so much respect for those kids. So, and also the format, because you have so many, I have 17 years of stories to tell, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have to be a series, and also because kids AWOL all the time, staff gets fired, staff quits. It's a perfect format for guest starring or co-starring roles. You know, people cast come and go, and then you have your core cast that stays on board.
Mm-hmm.
So we start working on that already. So that would be that's the next project. Yeah.
Yeah, you're try to go for major network or Netflix or Amazon series.
It would not pass censorship with major network. I don't think so, because that, to me, it's very important to respect the language.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to sanitize anything at all. And those kids, you know, the way they talk, there's a lot of cussing involved.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff going on that I think I would have too much problem with the network of censorship.
You don't think HBO or Showtime would put it on?
I beg your pardon?
You don't think HBO or Showtime would put the series on?
Yeah, I was something like that more. You know, who knows? I mean, I know it's hard to sell, but I think that the climate is right, is perfect right now. I work with a lot of my kids where also I work with gay, lesbian, transgender youth, transsexual, also kids with HIV and AIDS. That was in 92. I started working there, so it would have to be, for me it's important to the era piece from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Things were very different then. So I think now the public is ready to hear about that, you know.
Yeah.
And much more open-minded. And so, I mean, I don't want to censor myself. I just want to show the way it was. And it was brutal. We were really in the trenches. I mean, when you get really attached to a kid and he's dying. You know, he's 14, he's dying of AIDS. So it's horrifying.
Yeah.
You know? I had a transgender client that got killed.
Oh.
The boyfriend, she had a new boyfriend. He found out she was a transgender and beat her up with a baseball bat and drove around town with her body in his trunk for days, showing her off. You know? Oh. So I had a lot of horrific stories to tell. I also have beautiful stories of the human spirits and how resilient people are, and humor. Those kids used to do AWOL. I mean, they're teenagers. They want to run away and party at night, so they go to AWOL all the time at night.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot, you know, and I stay close to a few of my clients. They're like part of my family now, and they're, you know, full-on adults. So some of them did extremely well. Unfortunately, the success rate of kids in the foster system, the percentage of them making it through is very small. It's very low.
Mm-hmm.
Once they turn 18, they have no place to go, practically, you know?
Yeah. I've been there. I know.
You know the story. Yeah. It's brutal. It's like the system is like a warehouse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I've been trying
and it is a hard story on its own, actually. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Do you know when your that screening you were going to say is going to be for the Uncanny?
For the Uncanny?
Mm-hmm.
Uncanny, it would be, we want to have it in January. You know?
Uh-huh. January.
It'll be all done by then. Yeah. And see what happens. You know, it's scary. It's intimidating. You know, making movies from scratch is with zero experience. I'm an actress. I'm not a producer. You know, I've never done that before. before, and it was challenging because my part was very emotionally challenging.
Mm-hmm.
I have to just let go and just go in that dark place, but I'm the one that's paying the bills. So I don't have the brain of a producer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's difficult to try to handle with this stuff going on, complex, things happening on a movie set. You have to problem solve, but then you want also to immerse yourself in your character. So that was the biggest challenge for me. Working with my daughter worked really well. I was afraid maybe that, mother-daughter, of course, I mean, I adore her and she adores me, but we got each other's nerves, mother-daughters. And, but it worked out great. I totally trusted her instinct as directing me, so that was not a problem at all.
Oh, that's wonderful.
How's your mom doing, by the way?
Well, she's, she's in a lot of pain from getting hurt at work.
Yeah.
She,
it's not getting better.
Fractured both her arms. She's trying. I mean, they have really strict laws up here about medication and stuff, and so she's trying to figure out a way to get medication because they cut you off after a certain time up here, and she needs more of it and she can't get it. So she's trying to figure that out.
Your mom is so sweet. I really, really enjoy meeting her and you. Yeah.
It was just that whole week. I mean, it was an amazing week. Meeting all my guests and hanging out with them. It was tremendous. And when I was there a couple of weeks ago, I was just there for the weekend, but got to do a little bit of that again.
Well, when are you planning next trip to Los Angeles? Do you know, or?
I mean, the next Monsterpalooza is May 8th through the 10th, which is Mother's Day weekend.
Okay.
And
okay.
I thought that would be a great Mother's Day present for us to go again, next year. So that's a possibility. And meanwhile, we're working with this producer director guy who wants to cast me in his movie that he's still trying to get financing for. Yeah, we found out about that the night before we saw you, as a matter of fact. So we're waiting on that, and we're also going to possibly start a crowdfunding to get my movie made that I wrote and stuff. So we got lots of stuff on the horizon.
Oh, I didn't know you wrote a script. Good for you. That's great.
Oh yeah, I've written many scripts, but this is like everything that I love about horror is in this script, and I've put it all in the script. I have to write another draft because I've written 2 drafts of it, but I want to get it made because it tells a story about the difference between real and unreal friendship.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of that around here. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it out there. And, yeah, so I hope that we can do that and stuff. I also want to get a movie screening going on, out in L.A. and stuff. I want to get a crowdfunding for that as well and stuff. We'll see what happens, but that's just it's in the can. And I'm not giving up on the horror movie show idea. I'm going to figure that out too. My best friend who's in the Bay Area, he's trying to look into the cable access stations down there. Maybe we can get a pilot going for them, instead of doing it independently where it's just a crapshoot.
No, it is a crapshoot. I know I'm there right now. So I just read this morning about a video on demand thing that only does horror supernatural things. Oh God, what is the name of it? I can't think of it. It's through Amazon, but apparently they're really good and they look for content. So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but Charles Band's Full Moon Features is on Amazon Prime too, and I saw him at Son of Monsterpalooza a couple weeks ago, and he actually remembered meeting me 2 years ago, and he was like desperately trying to sell me an Amazon subscription. Thought it was funny.
Yeah, you have to. You don't give up on your dream. I mean, for us, it took us 4 years. From the time I saw the storyline, and I mentioned it to my boyfriend, who's an editor, who did the film, The Uncanny, Mike Schulte, and he looked at me and said, "This is not a short; it's a feature."
Yeah.
And I thought, "Are you out of your mind? I never wrote a short. I never did anything. We're not doing a feature, and look, we did it, and we finished it. So it might take time, but just keep pushing for it."
Yeah, my script, it's got to be at least an 80-minute picture. It's not a short at all. It's an 80-minute movie, and some of my favorite low-budget horror movies are 80 minutes long, 85 minutes long, maybe even 75 in some cases. But that's the length of the script, and that's how I want to make it for, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on plugging away until I get it.
Yeah, I really need somebody to read it. I'd love to read scripts. So send it to me. I'll read it to you.
Yeah, send me your email and Facebook message, and I'll get it to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta warn you though, it's very crazy. I mean, it's not a comedy, but there's some funny stuff in it.
Yeah, I love that. I love this. What we did with the Uncanny, because life is not all drama. It's not all comedy. I mean, it's a mix. Moments are funny, moments are scary. So I love the fact that you're doing that for your film too, and I love the premises about the friendship thing and making a horror movie out of it. I like that.
Yeah, you'll read it and go, yeah, this is something Tommy would come up with all the with all the dirty stuff.
Yeah, your dirty jokes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for one right now.
Oh, I got one for you.
You got one? Okay.
Okay, everybody knows the old nursery rhyme. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids she didn't know what to do. What did her right leg say to her left leg?
I don't know.
Nothing. They never met.
Okay. I like that one. That's funny.
Yeah, you like that? Thank you.
Yeah. I have one for you, a little joke. It's dirty, but something dirty.
Okay.
So there's and with my accent, I hope I said it right. So there's a group of spermatozoids who decide to go on a hiking.
Mm-hmm.
So they're huffing and puffing on, and man, I'm so freaking tired. Are we getting close to Mount Uterus yet? And the other spermatozoids said, no, man, we just reached tonsils. We still have a way to go.
I like that.
That's cute, huh?
Yeah. That's a good one. Oh, yeah.
So it's a French joke, so I have to translate in English. So, but yeah, no, it's cute. I like it.
Wow, I'd never heard a French joke before.
Oh, that's one of them.
I've heard lots of Polish jokes.
What does a vagina and heaven have in common?
What?
You have to be stiff to get in. That's a French joke, too.
That's good. Oh yeah. What did one? Okay. Belching, burping.
Mm-hmm.
What did one burp say to the other?
I don't know.
Next time, let's be stinkers and go out the back.
Oh. What's a dick and a rubric that you say you're a Q have in common?
What?
The more you play with them, the harder they get.
Yeah. Oh, Marie, I would never expect you to tell these type of jokes.
Oh, don't, Gus, tell me you don't know me.
Well, I'm getting to, and I love it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
It looked very stay quiet and this and that, but I'm not. Come on, I was a girl in feature butt naked. Come on now. You gotta give me points for that.
I know. It's funny, when in Creature you were so menacing and so scary, and then when you meet somebody who's the complete opposite of that, it's just you're surprised by it.
I know. Yeah, no, I tend to be pretty friendly, I think, and it was really nice to meet you because the first time I talked to you was a little bit like I don't know. I mean, you don't know someone. It's hard to talk to someone until you don't know them.
Yeah.
I've met you with, the interview with Tommy, cool, he's so cool, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, there are times when I interview people for the first time and they're so friendly and so nice, and then when we do more, I don't know, they're a little bit different and stuff, and I think it's because they're a little intoxicated or under the influence of something the first time because they're so nervous.
That's very possible. That's very, booze helps a lot to, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And I did a movie a year and a half ago. It's called The French Teacher. It's not out yet. It's on the festival circuit. So it just won 3 months ago at the Azera Film Festival in Italy.
Oh.
It won Best Direction. So we were super excited. Obviously, I was here in LA watching it live on my computer in Italy. But in it, I play a middle-aged woman who's suffering, issues of post-traumatic disorder issues with her childhood, blah, blah, blah. And she's a teacher of French in an adult language school.
Mm-hmm.
And I end up having a fling with one of my students who's in his late 20s. So I had to do a scene in there. Now, the guy was super hot, so I'm not complaining. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah.
But we had to do a scene butt naked in the shower. And it was done very tastefully. It was a movie done by women. The directors, the DP, they're all women. They all were from Brazil. They were speaking Portuguese all the time. So I had no clue what was going on. But at first, I told the director, no, I'm way too old to be naked. And she said, well, no worries, you just go to Target, get a pair of pink color underwear, just be topless. And the shower glass is kind of bubbly, vintage old shower, so you see things but not too well. I said, okay. So before we did the scene, and the guy was just as mortified. His name is Patrick Sean McGowan. He was a terrific actor, and we were just totally mortified. So I asked the producer, go get me some wine. So he goes to the liquor store, the corner, gave me a bottle of wine. I had one drink. After I said, yeah, let's do it. All I needed was a glass of what I am good to go because I don't drink. So when I do drink, I'm totally after one drink. So we get in the shower, and I hear the director with a thick Portuguese accent saying, Marie, we're having a problem. We totally can't see your underwear. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just took out the underwear over the shower. That didn't care because I was totally buzzed. So we did a scene, and it's nothing to it. It was very, very tastefully done, and I felt very safe because it was all women, and my co-star with me was just a total gentleman. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so a little liquor helps sometimes. More of the story.
Yeah.
When you're an actor.
Yeah, I can't do that no more. I can drink caffeine, but just I can't do, the hard stuff. So.
Yeah, well, that was just wine, but because I don't drink, I'm very sensitive to it.
Mm-hmm. You're lightweight.
I mean, like Red Bull, I was taking those on the set because I was exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I had bronchitis throughout the entire shoot of the Uncanny. I was very ill, but we couldn't stop. There was no time to, So I'm coughing my way through the performance, which, thank God, we were able to cut out the cough in post. But I also lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks, which is fine because I wanted to look more and more gaunt as we're descending, my character is descending, to a very, very dark place. So we were able to shot in chronological order, so it helped a lot for my character. Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me too. Yeah, I see that a week or so after we got back from LA, you were in the hospital.
Oh, God. I almost died. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
This happened so fast. And they told me one day that if you show up tomorrow, you probably could have been dead. I was on sepsis alert. Yeah, it just happened out of the blue. It was amazing. It was just like unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
I'm okay now. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So there's this game.
Everything's good.
Mm-hmm. So there's this game that I like to play with guests, and what it is it's slumber party questions. Silly.
Oh boy. Okay.
Silly slumber party
is it
questions.
Nasty?
Not really.
Okay.
They're odd, but they're not really nasty.
That's fine.
And so how this works is, I ask you the question, you answer it, and then you ask me the same question, and I answer it.
Okay.
Okay. Marie, are you ticklish?
Yes. Tommy, are you ticklish?
I am very ticklish, yes. Is your belly button an innie or an outie?
Innie. How about you, Tommy?
I have a very deep innie, yes. Do you ever contemplate your belly button?
Contemplate? No. How about you?
I do every single day. What color are your toenails painted?
Like pearl color, like a shell.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Black?
No color right now.
No color. Okay. Somehow imagine with black soft toenails.
Oh, black does not look good on my toenails, I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
I do elaborate colors. Like when I saw you back in April, I had blue-green.
Green. See, I remember.
Yes. That was for...
Crazy green, yeah.
Yeah, because Easter was coming up. And a couple weeks ago, I had purple with sparkles that looked really good.
Oh, I love that. See, I like to see guys wearing toenail polish. I think true. I was going to come in. Actually, I didn't come in on it then, but I thought it looked pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been doing it since I was 13. I love doing my nails.
Oh.
And then my favorite question, is there a stinky smell that just makes you gag?
Smells that make you gag? Yes. Eggs. Cooked eggs.
They're really bad, yeah. For me, it's either farts or feet.
Oh, yeah. But, yes, feet too. But the feet doesn't make me gag as much because I'm used in French Canadian. I'm used to eat French cheese. And the smell is... You pick up Brie and you pick up, right?
Right.
It's not similar.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, I have a really gross, funny story to tell about that. Can I have that time?
Of course.
Cheese, can I?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So a friend of mine was a costumer. Her mother used to make, she's from France, and used to make hats for well-to-do upper-class rich women in Paris. And one of the women was a courtesan kept woman,
mm-hmm.
And she would tell a bunch of stories about the rich men she entertained. And one of them really liked smelly feet. So the woman, she wanted her not to bathe when he would come over. So the client said, no, of course I will bathe. So what she would do, she would rub a Brie cheese between her.
Oh, God.
It is disgusting, but I think it's funny. So now you'll never look at cheese the same way again, right?
No. That's like when the Italians stop on the grapes for wine.
Yes.
And we're Italian on my mom's side of the family.
Oh, okay. I love Italy. I've been there once only, but oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. That's on our list to go someday to Italy. We really would like to go there.
Oh. Yeah, that's why when the film The French Teacher won in Italy, I was so freaking excited,
Mm-hmm.
They make such great movies, so to me it was like, oh, they appreciate our little, our film. That's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Marie, I'm glad we got to talk about the new movie you got coming out, The Uncanny, and I hope it does very well for you. And if I can get down there for the screening when it comes out, that would be great too.
Oh, I would be honored if you could come. That'd be really cool.
hmm Just
And anytime you want to do, update interviews, I would love to.
ah, that would be great. And so yeah, just let me know and keep me up to date with the movie and stuff. And
Yes.
I'll send
And if,
you.
if you have,
Oh
yes.
oh yeah.
And if you happen to come to Los Angeles before, make sure to give me a call so we can meet for lunch.
Of course, of course. And let me know your email and I'll send you the script
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
and I'll tell you what else has been going on. Okay.
I also we created an Instagram and a Facebook fan page for the Uncanny. We were posting behind the scene pictures. So
Oh, good.
I'll send you the link. Okay?
Okay.
Great. It was a pleasure talking to you, Tommy. Thanks for all the laughs. I had a really great time.
Of course, Marie. Love you and have yourself most fabulous
Love
day.
you. Go and get yourself some free cheese at the grocery store and think about me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And say my love to your mom, all right?
I will.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Marie Laurin. Oh, she is so funny. I didn't know she was that funny, and I'm so glad she is because I love people who are open-minded and funny like that. And I hope her movie does extremely well. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes!